Boom. Boom, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right. So the event is up that we were talking about. So let's get into it here. We got a little Bleach Immortal Souls on. So they have the Soul Box event up now. This is a good event, especially if you're looking to complete Grimmjow or complete Full Hollow Ichigo. This is definitely an event that will greatly impact your team if you're using either one of these individuals as one of your mains. So let's take a look and see what we got now. It's a basic draw. It's a soul box. So what it is on each draw, you're guaranteed to get 2 shard choice packs. And a shard choice pack is basically a pack where you can choose either Grimmjow or Full Hollow Ichigo. Okay, so it's either or. I think I got some in my bag here, so let's take a look at my bag. No, I used all those shards. I used them all on Ichigo, Full Hollow Ichigo, and I think I got about 60 some shards for him. 65 shards for him. So that's what you get on every draw. You'll get a minimum of 2 UR shard choice packs, which you could choose either Grimmjow or Ichigo, Full Hollow Ichigo. Okay, now you also on the draw will have a chance to get a weapon shard choice pack, which will give you 5 shards towards either Grimmjow's or Full Hollow Ichigo's weapon, so that you can break, so that you can awaken the weapon. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the actual drop rate on that shard weapon shard choice pack is. I was getting 5 on every other draw. Okay. I'd draw and I'd get shards and a weapon choice pack, 5 shards. Okay, next draw I would get more UR shards, but I would not get a weapon shard choice pack. But then on the third draw, I would get a weapon shard choice pack with another 5, and it went all the way like that through me on every single one. You also get some from here, so I ended up, it took me 151 summons to get the weapon. Okay, you get 1 weapon on the first one. The second one, I can't show you the previous ones, but it's the same setup here. 1, 2, and 2 again. Okay, so you also get those in concert with the 5 that you get on every other draw for the weapon. And what that looks like is, I'll show you in my bag here because I do have some of those left. This is what it looks like. Okay, you'll get 5 of these, and you can choose between Tenza Zangetsu, and you can choose between Irankar number 6, which is for Grimmjow, of course. Okay, so this is what you get choice-wise, and you need 50 to actually awaken the weapon. Okay, for both of them, it's only 50. Okay, I did manage to awaken Ichigo's weapon. I decided to keep the 4 shards because I really don't plan on going for anything for Grimmjow, but I just decided to go ahead and hold on to him for now. I might want to do something in the future. 4 shards against Zangetsu. Tenza Zangetsu is not really important right now, considering I'm nowhere near going for the second break. But we'll have to see about that. They might pop something up in the future. So that's where it's at. So I do now have wrong Ichigo. His weapon awakened now. See a little star right there beside it, right there. That indicates that it's awakened. So now I'm just going for the second awakening. And to do the second awakening, you have to have 2 of them to do that, just like on everything else. So it is awakened once. The awaken did give, it promotes you. It gave you a health buff, 7.5% when it was awakened. So that's what it does for that. So it's not really nice that I have his weapon. It makes him a lot more powerful. He's already, even at 4 stars, he's already comparable with Yamamoto and Kenpachi almost to that point. So it's a really good box. This is a really good pool. If you're a Grimmjow or if you're into Full Hollow Ichigo, this is definitely the one because I got 60 shards of him from that pool. Okay, I think I did 8 pools, 8 or 9 draws is what you need to get the actual weapon. And that's what you're going for, of course. You'll get the shards on each draw, and that can be pretty random, but mine was pretty stable. Weapon choice pack, Nothing on the next one. Weapon choice pack on the next one. So every other draw, I was getting 5 shards for the weapon. So you just keep going until you get to 50. You know, on you really don't need to go to 45, because once you've got 45, then you'll be able to get the rewards from here. So you can get 1 from here, 2, 3, and 5. So you'd be able to get 1 from here. Now this one, not on this. This is the second level of it because I had to draw. Yeah, so it took me 151 summons to get right to here. I had a free summon at the beginning. That's where the 1 came from. But on actual draw straight, I did 150. And you should have a free one on your daily pool. So 151 summons is where it got me at. And that got me a total of 65 shards for Ichigo. Right here, 65 for Ichigo. And it gave me 64 or 54, because it takes 50 to do the shard, and I got the weapon. Then I got 54 weapon choice pack shards. So that's what you got to do. So plan on 150, and you should be able to get the weapon. All right. So that's what you're looking at. So that's it's a little bit. It's quite a few jade. So for those of you who haven't got this event yet, I'm on server 100. So if you're on a server farther out, you probably don't have this event yet, but you need to start saving up for it because it will be getting to your server pretty soon. So this is what, so if you're going to be using full Hollow Ichigo, or if you're going to be using Grimmjow, then you definitely want to pull on this to not only get their weapon, but also get a bunch of shards for them. So start saving up your soul jade for this event when it comes, okay? Because it's going to be going on all servers. They roll it out, phased out, okay? So it takes time to get, they don't put it on every server at once. They phase it out. I'm at 100, server 100. So if you don't have this yet, then it's probably going to be another couple of weeks before you actually get it. So that's going to give you a little bit of time to save up some jade to do these pulls, because you're going to need to make 150 pulls. Okay, so a 10 pull. So 10 each time. So you're going to need to pull 15 times. Okay, so that's how much jade you're going to need. And you do have the soul jade rebate in it. So as you do the pulls, you will get some back. Okay, so let's get down here where it's at. Go. So do 100. Spend 1,000 soul jade, 300. 4,000, 60. So as you pull, you'll be able to reclaim this, and this should give you another extra pull or 2, so that you can actually concede on getting it. You should be able to get. I think this totals to about 2 or 3 more pulls within there. So you should. I had somewhere around, I think it was like 15,500 soul jade is what I'd saved up, and as you can see, I just barely made it. Barely made it, and that's what I had left. But I was able to get that. So you're going to need around 15,000, between 15 and 16,000 soul jade to actually do this, because it's the weapon choice pack is what you're going for. The shards are nice, granted, of course, but you can use Omni shards to get shards for the actual characters. Weapons you can't. There is no shard, an Omni shard for weapons. You have to have the shard of the actual weapon. So when they get these soul boxes, it's definitely what you want to do it. So you want to make sure that you saved up enough soul jade so that you'll be able to pull on that. Now they of course do have, you can buy some soul jade if you need to or whatever. That is an option as well. But keep with it. That's what you got to do. So save up as much as you can if you don't have it yet. If you use either of those characters, because it's definitely a really good pool to invest in. But they don't have soul boxes very often. Because it gives a weapon and a character. They usually, the only other soul box draw I know of that I can remember was the Yoroku Yamamoto soul box, which I think was the first one that they had, and that gave you shards for Yamamoto or Yoroku, and it gave you shards for Yamamoto and Yoroku's weapon. Was unable to obtain the weapon from that. I managed to get 43 of his shards. This is Yoroku's weapon. Kaiten Kyokutsu, but I was unable to get enough. I didn't have enough. I came up 7 short, and of course, since there are no shards to actually Omni shards for weapons, I just have to wait until something comes up where I can get some more shards. So I'm hoping that they'll have some event where you can get some stuff and maybe choose some shards for a different character. I of course look at all the events as they come up, looking to see if there's a shard option for him in there because you can get him from that way in events. There's no event up right now, so I can't show you. But sometimes on the special events, they'll have the weapon for some of the actual. But it usually goes in tail with the character they just entered. Like right now, they've got the recharge is up for. What's it up for right now? This is the limited packs. You can also purchase these. This will allow you to draw on the actual soul box. It's called a soul box token, so you can buy these as well if you don't want to purchase Jade straight. If you look in the soul box, you'll see it right up here. Right here is the token, so you can purchase some of these tokens if you want. But yeah, so the so that's where we're at right now. So the current, who's currently up? I think it's who's it? We charge up for. Let's see, they got it up for. It's up for Baragan. Is the recharge, and again, he was a character that you just came out with. They had him in the last event, but this is another way to get the weapon. So I've just been waiting for something to come up for Yoroku, so that I can actually finish obtaining the shards I need for his weapon. So I've got all the weapons for my main team except for a couple. I've got the main weapon for. I want to get Kenpachi's, but that's proving to be extremely elusive. But I do have Yamamoto's, and now I have Ichigo's. I do have white Ichigo's. And like I say, I'm trying to get my hands on Yurako's and Shinji's. I'm almost there to Yurako, but I'm not quite there for Shinji or Kenpachi. I was thought that Kenpachi's map would be a little bit easier to obtain. Considering that they have in the shop that they have shards and whatnot for him, but his weapon is never in here. It's always, I mean, these are the tombs for him, so you can get the tombs sure enough, but the weapon is not his for some reason. They put another weapon in here. So another way to get weapons is, of course, through the gacha. And you go in for the gear exchange. You can get the weapons right here. They do have some SSR weapons in here. As you can see, they have Kabamaru in here, Renji's in here, and they have Jin, Tosa. So they've got a lot, but they don't put them all in here. So there's still a few that aren't in here. For instance, I don't know it's not in there, unfortunately. And then they've got emblems and of course tombs as well. So you can get just about everything you need to start awakening your character's gear from within the gacha as well. So that's really about the only ways that you can do it. You can get some items in the shop. Every now and then you'll see something come up for one of the characters. But basically, there's a flow of water, so you can get a flow of water right there. And here they got just basically. And then Kenpachi, now these are for Kenpachi, so you can get the Source of Chaos and Hekuro, and then they got a friendship right here. So, but basically, through the gear exchange and through these soul box events are the easiest way. The soul box events always have the weapon choice pack, at least the ones I've been in. So it's a really good event to pull on. Definitely worth your time. So save up some soul jade for that. In relation to my character, I've got my main team. All of them are +5. I'm working on the weapons right now. I've got the weapons all +5. They're all +5 for Kenpachi. And Yamamoto. Right now I'm still working on getting these up right here. And I've still got to do White Ichigo, Yuraku, and Renji. But I'm getting there. Okay? Getting there. Shinji. So that's going to be. So I'll be ready to jump into there. Once I do that, I'll go ahead and knock out that a couple of elite stages, which will get me the actual shards that I need. 797, I'm at 794, so I just need 3 more. And then I'll jump into the next story level, and run through that. And then we'll start looking on going into Red 1. and all of the mats that come in there. We'll have to see how far I can get through. Team's pretty powered up right now. That weapon help gave it a really good time. I managed to got a little increase, doing about 32 on the squad boss. Usually did two 16s. I think I actually made 33 because I think it was 16.7 million. I think it's what it was. On the once I got this weapon, so it's definitely increased my damage by a little bit. It's definitely showing immensely in terms of that, and I do have enough to actually bring him up to 5-star, which is what we're going to do right now. So let's go ahead and go into the character. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and promote him. Okay, so I have 65, so you just basically click on this. Shard exchange. Okay, just click on the max because I have 65, so I'm going to need 85. It will automatically set what you need from your thing, and then exchange and then promote. And he is now +5, and I've got a damage increase on him immensely, so that helped my level pretty good. So let's go into his skills. Now we've got the damage increase right here, so let's hit on that and let's upgrade that 10. It's probably going to take a couple million. I'll probably be down to 37 by the time we get there. Nope, didn't even go down any. Actually surprised. So there we go. So now now let's see where he's at. He overtook Yamamoto in the power settings. Let's reset it. Yeah, overtook, still below Kenpachi, but Kenpachi's an attacker. Okay, Ichigo's not an attacker. Ichigo is a completely different setup. He's an attacker, but he's also a rage stealer and a life stealer. While if he's an attacker, extreme row attack, unlimited rage and attack. So he's an attacker, basically just fits it. So that's why he's. But considering that Ichigo's rage stealing and life stealing, that's pretty darn good considering that. So yeah, everybody's up to 5 except for Shinji and Yuraku, but we'll have to work on them and get those up. But yeah, so we're moving along. It's looking good. Just out of curiosity, how many shards do I have left now? 22 Omni shards. So let's take a look at the other characters here. Let's see what we got left with Yuraku. We've got gonna need a full 150 for him, and Shinji. So Shinji will most likely be my next set. I'm about 50 or so away from getting him. 60 away from getting him. I'm getting some of him. I'm getting some of his shards whenever I do a Soul Jade 2 summon. If you do the summon under the Soul Jade 2, I get him in here quite frequently. As you can see, I've already got 72 shards. It's not every single time, but it's consistently enough times. So I might just, since he is available, and I seem to be getting him rather frequently enough that it's, I'm actually getting Urahara more frequently than anybody right now, which is unfortunate since I don't have him in my main team. But I get him a lot. I get him quite frequently. So. But yeah, it seems to be Shinji and Urahara are the ones mostly what I get when I do the draws. So as you can see, I'm almost ready to take him up to 5 stars. Okay, so he might hit 5-star actually before that, but yeah, my main focus is going to be on Shinji and Yuraku. So that's probably what I'll do. One of those two will be next. Most likely will be. I'm probably not going to use the Omni shards on Shinji due to the fact that I'm actually getting him when I do the pools. Whether that is by design or whether that is just because I'm getting really lucky, I don't know. I'll probably just, since I'm not getting anything for Yuraku, I'll probably just end up waiting until I get 150 so I can take him up. Hopefully they'll have some type of event. That's a bad thing about having the events right now, is because they come out with events with newer characters, so the events are focused to the newer characters. They don't have a lot of time to go back and focus on old characters. So I'm sure they'll have some type of holiday event up, maybe where they get us a choice for. A choice on something, maybe shards or something, or have special special draws where you can do certain draws for certain characters. We'll have to see. I'm trying to get some information on their holiday event, but I haven't been able to get anything yet. So if anybody's heard anything, let me know. But I will definitely let everybody know. So it's up, the Soulbox event. I talked about this last week. I think it was a week and a half ago, about that this event was coming. So I hope everybody took to heart and start saving your shards or your soul jade for this, so that you can draw on this, because this is definitely an excellent choice. Full Hollow Ichigo is one of the, if not the most powerful character in the game at this point. I have not seen anybody that can beat him. Not power wise. I'm talking full total character wise. He doesn't die. His rage and lifesteal is immense. Before, when I first got him back, I think it was like 2 months ago, month and a half ago, everybody was dying on the squad boss, because everybody was at 4 stars. He was at 3. He was alive. He was actually taking the full 10 to on the squad boss, the Grande, you know, the Menace Grande that's in the actual squad boss. He was actually alive. He beat it. He took it to the 10 moves. You only get 10 turns, and he was at the end of the 10 turns. He was the only one alive, and it's because of his life steal. I mean, you'd see it. I mean, the Grande would stomp, and then he would attack, steal some life, stomp again. He would steal more. So it was like a back and forth, and he never did manage to kill him. Now at the end of it, I usually have usually at the end of it, Ichigo always survives, and then sometimes White Ichigo and Kenpachi, 1 or 2 of them will both survive. So sometimes I'll have 3 people alive at the end of it. But before, you know, it was, you know, never made it. But yeah, so that's why I'm able to manage to get, you know, about, you know, 16 point. I think I got 16.7 today. I don't think it was 16.2 or 16.7. What was it? Let's go look at my squad. I'm not sure if it'll let me see what my damage was. No, I can't see what my, or it's in the log. Yes, 16.7 was what I did. So that's the highest. That's the highest I've got as of yet. So, you know, still pumping on it, seeing what I could do. But yeah, so 16.7 was the highest that I've gotten as of yet. So it's pretty good. You know, just get a little farther each time. That's what you got to keep doing. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game, enjoying the events that they're having out, and it's pretty fun in terms of what they do. You just got to pace through it. All right, so again, just to let you know, the event is up. I wanted to let you know, everybody. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, click on the bell, and you'll be notified each time that I do drop videos. This is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.